Okay guys, it's the new Wright 36-inch stander, the commercial zero-turn lawnmower. We're going to walk around this machine and review the major components and just talk about this machine a little bit. We'll start out with the engine. We have a Kawasaki FS 541V 18 horsepower engine. This is a really nice, newer style, I guess, of the FH 541V engine that most of you guys are probably pretty familiar with. You will see a few upgrades on this engine, I think. You've got a really nice air filter system with easy clips, first of all, where you just pop them open like that, pop that off, you're right into your air filter, and your all of your air filter components right here, which actually lead down to your carburetor. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but it's a little bit different there, it seems like, than the FH 541V engines. So you got that, you just clip them back in, and you're good to go like that, nice and quick. Second thing I've noticed is you have a really nice pull start assembly on this, which is actually, on this machine, it's a upgrade, or it's a backup really for the electric start, but it's a really nice heavy duty thing. You have a lot thicker string than the older models. It's a metal casing on this, like the really old models, which I really like. It's much larger, everything looks a lot heavier duty, so I really don't think these are going to be breaking. They shouldn't be breaking that much. The third thing is you have the muffler here. The muffler is more like the larger, more industrial mufflers that they put on the larger engines. It's not the smaller style muffler if you see here. It's just, I guess, larger, heavier duty, and definitely makes a nice system for this engine. You have this is your code for your Kawasaki engine right there, and this is all your documentation or whatever. It's the decals with information on the engine. So that's a pretty good overview of the engine. This machine comes standard out of the box, or out of the crate I should say, with the manual kit. It comes clipped just like this, right in there with a oil tube. This is for draining your oils out of the engine. You have your manual and other documentation on the machine. It's got the standard, like all the other pretty much Wright machines, I believe, like with the battery box. You just have a little bolt you take off here, and this unclips and comes right out with no problem. So you have that. You have your standard heavy-duty Wright deck, where it's reinforced. I mean, you can see how thick these decks are. You're not going to beat this deck up in any short amount of time, I can guarantee you that. You can tell they're very thick. The metal, the steel is very thick. It's reinforced in all the spots where it would have weakness, welded in all the right places and everything like that, just like all the other decks. You have a standard, your standard fuel tank. This fuel tank, it has a gauge built in on the newer ones like this. You have your fuel switch, right, your solenoid switch or whatever, right up here for turning the gas on and off. I also noticed on the newer one, on these newer machines, they have a neck that comes out. This would make it easier for filling the machine, or filling the gas tank with fuel, I guess. I don't know what application, how it would make it easier, but it's definitely looks nice, and I'm sure there's some benefit to it being like that. You have your console up here, your standard console with your key switch, blade engagement, choke, throttle, hour meter, and your standard controls for reverse and forward, which this is the best setup on the standards, obviously, on all the different standards. Your hour meter. This is your back cushion here. It's just a standard cushion that flips up, so you can have easy access to the hydraulic oil tank and the other components in the back of the machine. Your hydro pumps are down here. You've got your standard hydraulic pumps. I'm guessing these are 12cc pumps on this machine, 10 or 12cc, with the return to neutral. It's the standard Wright setup. This is your platform. On this particular machine, you're not going to have suspension or anything like that, or spring-loaded standing spot, but it's still a very smooth ride because the tires are larger than most 36-inch machines have. You're going to have a Carlisle Turfmaster tire on here, an 18 by 8.50-8 NHS tire. So that's a They're very nice on hills, these larger tires. You have your standard front tires, which are the Carlisle. You got your Carlisle 11 by 4.00-5/3.25 tires. Larger heavy duty tires. Your deck flap comes just like this with a block of wood and everything. So this is a pretty detailed look at the new Wright 36-inch stander. Obviously you don't have deck adjustment, a rapid height adjustment on this particular machine because it's a standard stander. You do have some adjustment with these spacers. You can adjust up and down, and then of course you could always adjust your blade height up and down. So I think that's all the information I have on this machine. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe if you like the video, and I'll bring you another video soon. Thank you.